Alright, testing 1, 2. Alright, something's wrong with my boom mic. What's wrong with my boom mic? Let's see what we got going on with my boom mic real quick. Alright, hold on. We don't need that. And let's see what's going on with you. Headset, mic. Let's see here. Nope, not that. Hmm. So something's going on with my boom mic. It may have actually got unplugged. So we're gonna go ahead and mute that and just use the headset mic. No worries, no worries. We got this. Give me just a second. Let me get my game up because we are getting back into fishing with Chief on Fishing Planet, and I'm on meds right now, so we're gonna wing it. What could possibly go wrong, right? So where's the game at? There we go. There's the game right there. So it should come up here in just a second. If not, we'll figure it out. There it is, right there. Beautiful. Look at there. I told y'all. All right, let's see if we can sort chat out over here, cause chat's on its own little thing again. Let's bring that down here to roughly about right there, and then let's bring that window up, and we're trying to resize the chat window so I can see it better, cause I'm blind, can't see. All right, there we go. Top chat, all chat. Let's see. And for some reason, this chat does not want to work with me here. Hmm. Yeah, it's absolutely went retarded. Come on, you stupid thing. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, you won't be able to see it because I've got it set to just, yeah. All right, well, let's continue sorting my life out over here. We'll get it. It was working yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened whenever I went to bed. She's doing this whole thing. All right, well, shit. That is a problem. Yeah, Booker, you're going to have to hop down, Bubba, because I'm trying to fix my life right now. Booker was laid up in my lap. All right, let's see here. Let's whip you out. Now, can we zoom you down? Come on, zoom out. Uh, all right, now, why are you disabled? All right, so that's retarded. Let's see here. Let's see, YouTube, control. Okay. Let's select stream. Where's that button at? Let me pull that out. I don't know what the hell. Apparently, I just forgot how to work all this all together. All right, select stream. There we go. Select that. All right, select that stream. All right, now can we see some chat? I don't know if this updated while I wasn't looking or what, guys, but I am absolutely trying to get it sorted out for y'all. Do 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 do. All right. It's always something with this. Always something with this. All right, let's close that one. Move that one over here. All right, let's throw that back over there. Dock that over there. When I say dock it, I'm playing an OBS right now. I apologize, guys. Like I said, this absolutely was working yesterday, and I come back in and everything's really zoomed in and stupid. So come on, you stupid thing. All right, this is absolutely a stupid problem to have, guys. I am so sorry. All right, let's see if I can. Come on, you stupid thing. It won't zoom in or nothing like that. All right, let's see if we can look at the options real quick. Here, I'll show y'all what I'm doing. Maybe if I can find that doc. There we go. Let me close that one real quick and move this over here. So you can see what I'm struggling with. I'm absolutely struggling with life right at the moment. All right, settings. Uh, advanced. Uh, Maybe it's appearance. Font size. Let's try that. Did it move my chat? Nope. See how big and fat that is? There's no way I can read it. It was not like that yesterday, and I don't know what the hell happened to it. So, give me just a second, guys. I gotta grab this phone. I just thought I was going to stream today. Sorry about that, guys. I am absolutely making a business out of lemons because you know that saying, if life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Shit, I done went well past that. I make a lemon pound cake, lemon pie, lemon cheesecake, lemonade, just all kinds of stuff. So, yep. Adorable. Excuse me. I'm actually live streaming right now on my YouTube channel. If you didn't get the message, uh, just let you know. And yeah, live stream here's me sending you this message. I am literally trying to get my life sorted out. I'm making a lemon cake, lemon pound cake. I'm making it all. So, Adorable and I got a fishing date today again. Now, where we're going, I do not know. But I do know that we were playing last night off stream, and we actually ended up in Emerald Lake. All right, let's get back to this and figure this crap out, because this right here is absolutely driving me bonkers. All right, stream delay, stream. Let's see if we can figure out sources, hotkeys. Let's see. I don't see no hotkeys. Hotkeys. All right, let's start streaming, resize. We're looking for something resize. y'all saw his message. He replied back. What? He sent me a picture. He's at Rocky Lake or something like that. Fair enough. I saw your message pop up on the screen in the stream, so I'm trying to figure out my whole chat situation, because when last time we streamed, the chat somehow resized, and now it's humongous, and it's just a stupid problem to have, but it's my problem. We're sorting it out, so go grab you a snack. All right. Let's see. Transition, snapshot, quick fade, scene. All right. Show game capture window. All right. Let's see. Scene 2. Are y'all seeing any thing to resize? I'm not seeing nothing to resize nothing. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing to resize nothing. So let's see. Let's go back to appearance, style, Yami, default, light. No, that's too bright. That is not where we're wanting to go. Let's go back to gray. All right. So font size is that. Let's click OK. See if that does. All right. Zoom out. Zoom out. Let's pull this out of OBS and see if that lets us zoom out. Zoom in. Zoom out. What the hell is all my shit doing? All right. I moved it over there so I can do that. All right, now let's click, because it looked like it was zooming the thing in. Zoom out. Zoom out. Shit. Guys, I don't know how to reset this thing. I don't know how to reset it. I really don't. I'm trying. Get all that stuff. All right. Well, let me see if I can make it full screen. It's all screwed up, guys. I do not know how to reset the thing. Let's see. Let's Google it real quick. I'm on my cell phone Googling it. Let's see. How to resize. Yeah, resize. This is a stupid problem, because until I get that fixed, I mean, you know, it's absolutely chat in OBS. All right, let's see. Come on, AI, don't fail me. All right. Hold shift while dragging to stretch. To resize chat overlay in OBS, select the chat source in the sources box, which is right here, and drag handles the side. Hold shift while dragging. Let's see. Let's hold shift while dragging. Alright. Let's see. That didn't do shit. For battery control, use edit transformation control E. Okay, let's control E. What could possibly go wrong? Well, hell, I'll bring it over here so y'all can see. I didn't know this was going to be an OBS stream. What the hell? Alright, control E. That is not a, you know what? I think we saw a setting, hotkeys. Well, we seen a setting, edit transition. Alright, control E. Alright, let's apply that and see what that does. Alright. Now, let's, control E. Nothing. Ugh. Alright, let's hit more. Dimensions, ensuring text scales to fit within window. Crop, resize, rotation. Direct scale and recommended click the chat source, then click drag the red handles. No, that's not that. No, edit transformation, precise scale, right click, edit transform. They don't even give me that. Like I said, there's absolutely no way I can there's no way I can see y'all's text messages and stuff like that. This is absolutely a retarded problem to have. I was able one time, I could actually pull it out like this and hold the control and mouse wheel it, but that function is absolutely gone. It's not working no more. Huh. Alright, well, let's do this then. We'll throw that shit over there. Let me reach over here and grab my tablet. Alright, give me just a second. It's over on the other side of my stand. So let me grab my tablet and I'll plug that thing in, because it's probably got a dead battery. Why not, you know? So, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get the doggy furs off of it. Alright, let's see. Where is the battery charger for this thing? Yeah, this is absolutely a stupid problem, but we're making it work. We're working with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug this battery charger in. I only got like a charger for my headset, which is like right here on me. And now I'm going to have a charger with the iPad with a cord going across me. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, it's going to work out great. I don't think I'm going to get electrocuted. All right, so let's charge that bad boy up. We're not going to charge it up. We're actually plugging it into the charger because I happen to know that battery is absolutely dead. I don't use my tablet all that much, so it'll take us a few seconds to pull on. So while that's doing that, we're going to go fishing. Oh, and something else too I didn't know about it. We're actually at Emerald Lake, so I did promise y'all a trip to Emerald Lake. So here we go. We are going to nice. Hi, adorable. I made it to the lake. I finally got in here. So let me just close this out and all that stuff, and then let them know. Alright, let's send him a message real quick. Hi, adorable. I finally made it to the lake, and I am absolutely having a retarded problem on chat. So, I can read your chat in the game, but I can't read nobody else's chat on my live stream chat. So I decided to F that chat and plug my iTablet in so I could read their chat. It's stupid problems, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Alright, let's see here. Where are we at? Alright, we got a whole bunch of buoys. set up out there. Uh, because I don't have a rod stand that sits on the dock, I'm basically just limited to fishing with this rod right here. I can jump in a kayak and absolutely go out there and do whatever and all that stuff. I can do that. Uh, but oh, I guess I need to lock my reel, huh? So we're just gonna sit there for a little minute and watch the fish bite. It's a thing. And there's this whole, I completely forgot about, absolutely stupidly forgot about the coffee. It's over there, pressed. Okay, the tablet decided it wanted to come on now because it finally got enough charge to come on. Because like all electronic devices, it needs a charge before it'll do anything. All right, let's see. I'm all tangled up in my glasses, and my wires, and all that. Hold on. All right, so I got my glasses. Uh, let's let the tablet get off of 1% before I start messing with that because we don't want to shut it back down again. So it's at exactly 1% uh, thing. I'm trying to work out the old chat for you guys. I apologize. Like I said, I didn't know this was going to be an OBS done some weird dumb shit uh, stream. So, all right. So that's what you're looking for in this lake right here is walleye. Okay. And here's the thing. When you come to this lake, for those of y'all that are just starting out in this game, you do not come to this lake without minnows. Notice I got a nice, good selection of minnows up there, 38. I started out with 50, okay? But you do not come to this lake without that bait specifically, okay? And I'm gonna show you another bait too that you need. Let's see, where's it at? All right, this bait right here, which is a spoon, and this bait right here, which is another spoon, and then this bait right here. None of these make a shit if you're trying to catch walleye. So this bait right here, I know I caught some on that one, and that one. Those 4 baits is what you need to come to this lake, okay? And you need some pretty good fishing rods and stuff like that. Um, Adorable, I'm going to jump out in the boat and show them my kayak. Chief's done got him a kayak, guys. So we're going to go out here to this deep end right over here. And we're going to hit that right there. Right there where that buoy's at. That is actually a channel right there. And I'll show you on the map. Let me get out there a little bit faster. Let's cruise it. We're racing this boat. Alright, let's hit that Z button and anchor that bad boy. Alright, let's look at the map and see where we're at. So directly right out in front of us. That's all we got to do. And these markers, like this marker and that marker, is the, well, from what I found, a really good fishing spot. Alright, so we're just going to drive that bad boy straight out there. That's that other marker right there that I was telling you about. So we're going to go ahead and land this bad boy right there. Alright. The tablet is still at 1%. Alright, we're going to let that sink to the bottom. Okay. And then, now that it's sunk on the bottom, we're going to turn this way a little bit, and we're going to put it to where we can see how the rod's got a little bend in it now. Alright, let's go ahead and get this tablet up so I can see y'all's chat. Otherwise, I will not be able to watch. I'm going to be dicking with this, and the lines are going to go off and all that stuff, and it's going to drag me around the lake. That'd be funny. What could possibly go wrong? Why not? You know. Told you. I literally just clicked the YouTube icon on my tablet. I told y'all that was how that's going to go. That's just the type of day that I'm used to having right now. I'm just saying. Oh, my goodness. Really? Get your ass back in the lake. Knock that off. You nasty little fish. Alright, let's throw it right there by the buoy. Content manager isn't what? No, stop that shit. Is it on the bottom? Yes, it is on the bottom. All right, perfect. All right, YouTube, do some shit. Act like you want to be here. You're plugged in. Everybody's plugged in. Everybody's happy. Perfect. Plugged in. Get some charge. Good deal. All right. Let's see. We'll get it here in just a second, guys. And I guess I just need to go ahead and just start from here on out. Just loading my tablet up. Go to Master Chief's channel. Yeah, I'm going to be able to see y'all live now. I'm going to be able to see me live. Heck yeah. I guess from here on out, I'm just going to start using my tablet until I can get that sorted out. There's Chief right there. Fishing Planet, Gone Fishing with Chief again, episode 3. We probably should have just went Fishing Planet OBS stream. There we go. All right, so she's loading up. And she's muted, so I can't hear me on the tablet, but she's doing her own thing. All right, so we're going to see if we can't catch some of these fish. That's what we're going to do. See if we can't catch some of these fish. And now they're going to be mowing the park in the background. So if you hear a lawnmower in the background, I apologize for that. All right, chat, we are here. All right, yay, we are here. Woohoo! Well, this our tablet's running small. It must be doing some shit in the background. Yay! We made it. All right, there we go. I'm putting this in the chat to test it. And I can't type. We made it. There we go. Bam. All right. Chat's looking good. Let me grab my glasses and put them on the tip of my nose so I can actually read the chat from the iTablet. Yep. We're getting it. We're sorting life out, guys. Shit. There we go. Come on. Come on, fishy. So somebody already wrote in chat and I can't read it because I'm fighting a fish and whatnot have you, and I'm trying to put my eyeglasses on so I can see it. Alright. We'll just hold right there for a sec because I got to clean my eyeglasses because now they happen to be dirty. That's alright. We got this, guys. We got this. We're going to make this work. You know why? Because that's what we do. We make shit work that most people can't. Yeah. Still ain't got that coffee, though. Shit. You know what? While we got a break, go ahead and throw my glasses on. Alright, that problem's handled. So let me go ahead and go grab that cup of coffee real quick before I get mean at these fish and beat them with my pole. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So apparently that charger wasn't charging, and I'm running out of chargers, but so the tablet went dead. I don't know if it's charging or not. So I swapped chargers, so we're going to find out. We're going to find out, guys. Let me, I'm still working on the coffee deal, guys. I promise you, I'm still working on it. I got an adapter for this charger. I just got to find it real quick. Is it up here? It is not up here. Okay, well, maybe that'll charge up a little bit. Otherwise, we'll try something else. Oh, hold on. I think this is it. Nope, that is not it. That's a Bluetooth fob for something that I don't even know what it is. All right, well, let's go ahead and get that coffee run anyhow. All right, coffee. How are you doing, my pretty? Hmm. Smells so good, fresh, good coffee. All right. So, it's Thursday according to the calendar on the PC, but I'm thinking it's probably closer to like a Monday. I'm just throwing that out there. Just saying. All right. Let's go ahead and get that coffee going on. A little stir. Last time I was at this lake was with um, Adorable, and that was an interesting, fun trip because yeah, the fish decided they didn't like Chief. So with that being said, well, guess what? I didn't catch as much fish as I wanted to. So that was that. But hey, at least we finally made it to the lake and it ain't raining on us. So there is that. Absolutely. All right. Got that coffee. Let's go over here and scream at the tablet charger some more. Because that's what we do. Why not? Let's see here. Let's move my water bottle so I don't knock that over because I've got everything going on at once. All right, now let's look at the tablet. Oh, you show you're not charging. All right, that's a stupid problem to have. So let's swap this charger out with this one and see if this charger will charge it. Yep. All right, plug that bad boy in. Stick that right there. Stick this right here in there. Throw this charger in the trash because it ain't working no more for whatever reason. It is what it is. It happens. Alright. Now, that charger seems to be working. Alright, let's get all set down, all cozied up. Now let's plug the headset charger in because the headset battery's done because me and Adorable ran the battery down in my headset on the last stream. Alright. There it is. Alright. My headset charger works, but we don't use this charger for nothing else but my headset because I'm using a $100 and something headset and we don't want to mess up the charging and all that stuff. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep this bad boy. Alright, let's try over here. Right there between those buoys because that's a nice little spot too. And I'm pretty sure that Adorable, I'm pretty sure that he's throwing his line out there from the bank and reaching me because these where I'm from, everybody that I know, we call these rods bait casters because we're fishing off the bottom and we're casting bait. So Adorable probably had problems with his internet, so he'll be back in here in a minute. Yep, he'll be back in here in a minute. Alright, let's see what this tablet's doing now. Alright, so it's charging. It's absolutely charging. We're at 2%. Alright, so we're just gonna let that charge to about 3% or something. See, I told y'all. See, look, Adorable's back. Hey, welcome back, Adorable. Yay, we're so glad to have you. Yep, you're literally the only person that views my live streams whenever I live stream. I might have one, like, once a month comes in other than you. So I definitely appreciate your company and all that stuff. There we go. Fish on. All right. Let's see if we can't tear these rods up. Yeah? How about it? All right. What kind of fish are you? Are you a money fish? You got some money with you? All right. That's what we're talking about right there. Get that money. Alright, since that worked out so well, we'll go ahead and throw it right back out there between those buoys. There we go. Let that sink to the bottom. Crucial, let it sink to the bottom before you lock your reel. Okay, alright, so now it's on the bottom. So we're going to left click one time to lock our reel. Alright, and see how I tip our rod bit down? Alright, so basically we have all the slack in the line out. Now I'm going to get a sip of coffee just for that thing to go off while I have both hands on my coffee cup so I don't spill it on me. That's the first sip of coffee for today, guys. I am running way behind. Obviously, you see the confusion in my life today. I told you it was going to go off as soon as I had that coffee in my hand. I was sitting there sipping a cup of coffee. I saw it right here. Ooh, I almost spilled my coffee on me. This fish better be worth it. Yeah, it's going to be worth it. All right, so that's absolutely worth it. So what we're going to do before we cast back out there, we're going to go through our little fish net. We're going to throw that little guy away. That little guy away. That little guy away. So now we're looking for anything over $100. Okay. See anything else that's cheap? All right. So that's how much the most expensive fish we have right here. Okay. So now we're gonna start going through our menu, and we're gonna start throwing away fish that are under $100. Okay. That's how we're gonna do this. And then if we catch, we'll start rotating them out when we get to like 50 pounds. We'll get a number of our lowest number, and anything over that, and we'll throw it out. Makes sense? Or yeah, you know what I'm saying. You'll see. I'll show you. Let's go after this cup of coffee again. This time I'm one-handing it, so hopefully I don't spill it on me and the mic. So bear with me. Man's got to enjoy a cup of coffee, don't you see? Okay, so what he done is he hit it and he ran toward me. That's what he done. So what was that? 114 was our lowest fish. All right, he's 226. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here and we're gonna throw out our lowest paying fish, which is $118. All right, so now we need one that's 180 or better. Okay. If it's not 180 or better, then we won't keep it. And then we'll throw that one out. You see what I was trying to say earlier before I got tongue-tied, lack of words? Yeah, that one. Oh, so we're only 14 foot right there. All right, tips down. Let's go back to that coffee. I'm going to get a sip of this coffee. Good coffee. There we go. If you hear a lawnmower in the background, guys, I apologize. They decided to mow the campground today, so. Yep. All right. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy. Now we're watching it. We're watching it, guys. We're watching it. We're watching it. I can't move the camera, but we're watching it. Dingle, dingle, ringle, dingle, jingle. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Copyright. So normally I have OBS actually set up, but I don't know. I was just having a stupid morning this morning. Oh, for those of y'all that were wondering, my back procedure went all right. They put me on bed rest. Now I'm on coming off bed rest and on to light duty. Like I can push a broom, wash my hands, and wipe my own butt now. I'm being facetious when I said that. For those of y'all that don't know what the analogy is, can't take a joke. I was being facetious. But yeah, I can limited capacity. Like I can sweep a broom or sweep a broomship. use a broom to sweep a floor, rake something in the yard, throw some laundry in the that whatchamacallit that washes your laundry, that guy, or girl, depends on who you have working for you. Laundry machine, that thing, and stuff like that. Maybe wash the dishes, but in spurts, limited, if that makes any sense. So, all right, let's see what this tablet's going to do now. Tablet, you ready to come on now? You're at, like, I don't know what percentage you are. All right, so let's let that tablet boot up. Let's see if we can get that chat going again. Because I'm pretty sure y'all are talking to me, but because the chat on my other monitor is so gigantic, I can't see. Like, I can't even see Adorable's chat on it. We got him. No, we don't got him. Okay, so he took my shit and ran. Thief. Alright, so let's go out a little bit further, right in that area. And go over the little gray line. Alright, we'll let that bad boy sink again. Alright, that's where we want to be, is that 24-foot mark. Alright, bam, we got our reel locked. We're on the bottom. We're sitting good. We're looking good. We're sitting good now. So this is the map I bitched about in my last stream for the first 30 minutes of it, because I really don't like this map. Oh, wow. My tablet's absolutely doing some sickly shit. The screen is rolling back and forth. What the hell's wrong today? Alright, well, we'll just sit there and let it do its thing. Okay, so my tablet's locked out. Yeah, the tablet's froze. It's hung. Well, let me just throw the tablet to the side. Reel that fishy in. Guys, it's starting to look like that I won't get no chat in the stream today. Alright, so we're going to keep him. Alright. Remember, it's got to be 180 pounds or dollars or better. Alright, so that was a good little spot that we was at. So let's just go back out there, shall we? Alright, we're at that 24/7 spot. Alright, we're locked in. Perfect. Sit and wait. Alright, let's fiddle with this tablet some more. Alright. Tablet acts like it wants to do something now. It finally sorted itself out, I guess. That's a guess, guys. That's a guess. Alright. Hopefully that won't go off while I'm trying to sort life out right here. Hopefully we've got enough charge on it and it won't die on us. Alright, let's go back to the Chief's channel. View his live stream. Yay. Alright, let's see what's happening. Alright. Yay! Okay, so nobody's chatted other than me and Adorable. So I didn't miss nothing. Good deal. Hey Adorable, hey you, I saw your chat on the live stream now that I got my glasses on and the tablet. Hi. How are you? Alright folks, welcome back to the stream. We're going to try this again. We're going to do a little fishing here at Emerald Lake. Remember last stream I done it, so instead of me going back to it, I figured I would just drag y'all into what me and Adorable was working on last night. And it, there we go, there we go. We got it. So it works better if you have a fishing rod holder that sets on the dock. All right, 167. We're gonna go ahead and keep him. We're gonna go ahead and keep him because we're only at 45 out of 66 on our bag limit. So we're gonna go ahead and keep him for right now. Send that bad boy back out there. So hopefully the chat the iPad will absolutely work for us. With the chat, it seems to be. I can actually read your chat. I have my glasses on like I'm a librarian on the tip of my nose, so I can just look up over at the chat. So we fixed something, guys. We didn't leave y'all hanging. We fixed something. We got something working for you. So there's that. All right, Adorable, are you ready to catch all these fish and get paid? Let's catch these fish and get paid. I'm gonna grab a sip of this coffee while the getting's good. That is some good coffee. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it's because it's my first cup for the day. Mmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So I do have a follower up May the 11th on the my VA doctor and my civilian doctor because I have because of my disabilities I have outsourced to civilian doctors such as spinal cord specialist and stuff like that, and the VA doesn't. 11 p.m. Are you off tonight, Adorable, or you got to work tomorrow? We have Adorable hooked to this game. He is absolutely hooked to this game like a crack whore on crack rock on a Friday night. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. He loves it. All right, we'll go ahead and keep him because I mean he's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and move a little bit that way. Yeah, let's go ahead and move out there and do that. Perfect. Alright, let's turn a little bit this way. There we go. Sink to the bottom. Alright, we're at our 27 feet. Let's lock our reel. Alright, we can still see the crook in our thingy. For some reason, these walleye are absolutely on the bottom, guys. And I'm actually, as soon as I catch another fish with this, and I'll actually show you how to work that bait. That spoon bait, that'd be a good little thing. Oh yes, this game is absolutely fun, and you know what? It makes it funner whenever you have a friend that you're playing with too. Uh, Now, guys, the reason Adorable doesn't join me in voice chat on Discord is because his English isn't all that well, and we don't want to make him feel embarrassed or anything like that. Even though I can understand him, but he can read and he can understand English and he can read English very well. But as far as speaking it, and there's nothing wrong with that. So y'all don't be making fun of him or giving him a hard time, because he's absolutely been a blast to play this game with. Also, you'll find in the descriptions below this live stream, I managed to remember to put the invitation to my Discord. It's a non-expiring invitation and all that. That way, if y'all want to join a game, just find me in my Discord and find my name in this game. Just download this game. You don't even have to be friends on Steam. Download this game. Look for Master Chief dash or hyphen, whatever you call it in your part of the world, 9732, and then add me as a friend. Then we'll be able to send messages on this game. And if you're in Discord, we'll absolutely jump in Discord, so we ain't trying to do the whole text messaging thing and all that stuff, because it gets tedious to have to struggle with text messages, type, and all that stuff. But Adorable absolutely pulls it off like a pro. He makes it look easy, and it's really not. So, but with that being said, yeah, definitely we can do, I think, up to 5 players. myself and 4 others, and obviously Adorable's going to be with me, so that's 2. So that leaves 3 more slots open. So definitely, if you're interested, and this is a game that you like, and you like to go fishing, this is the best out of 12 that I've played so far. So just throwing that out there for you. Let me get a sip of this coffee. Good stuff. All right. Where's that fishy at? Come here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Is that bug in the game, or is that something running? That is a bug. Oh, that's a dragon. Oh, look at there. There's a dragonfly landed on the tip of my pole. That is so cool. I thought it was like I don't know, a fly or something on my TV monitor. It's a little dragonfly. We're just going to sit here. Nope, he decided he wanted to go bye-bye. Okay, well, that was short-lived. Oh wait, Adorable's got this 20-second delay between what I say and in-game text. He's got that down to a science, almost like we're having a conversation. Yep, he's got it figured out, guys. He's over there to my left on the bank. Oh, good coffee, good stuff, good stuff. All right, now these closest buoys. Those closest 2 buoys right here and this little guy right there, that is marking the start of the channel. And as long as you cast past that and not past those 2 back buoys out there, which will be that buoy and that little small buoy right out there, as long as you cast between those buoys, you're going to be in the channel. Uh-oh, it's dark time. Uh-oh, it's getting dark on us, guys. I got a glow-in-the-dark bobber. And actually, that's kind of what it looks like here in my area this time of the year. It don't get dark till like 9 o'clock. All right, so we're going into dark time. Woohoo! Adorable, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Asking for a friend. And you'll start hearing wolves and stuff like that howl also. Yep. We might have to recast a little bit the other way. Maybe. So what I think we'll do when we reach our bag limit here, we'll go ahead and go on back down to Missouri and see if we can't catch those $500, $300, $400, $500 bass out of the Missouri River. It's called Muddy Water, but it's actually the Missouri River is what it's in real life called. So we're going to go back down there to Missouri. That way y'all know what I'm saying. Adorable. He's so adorable. He's got him a flashlight. He's rocking. I told y'all, he's absolutely got this game figured out like a boss. Yep. Like I said, it's enjoyable playing with him and all that stuff. I've been having a lot of fun. I've enjoyed his company, and we absolutely have had the fish begging for us not to come back to these lakes, especially Lone Star Lake. We go down there and we'll wear that fish's asses out. Yep. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reel this in because I'm bored and I'm not going to have an hour of us sitting here watching my thingy. We're going to swap rods. Okay? Now we're going to pull out the spoon that I was telling you about, this little guy right here, and I'm going to show you how to work him. So we're going to cast past the back buoy back there. You see it? We're going to cast right next to it. Send it, because we're going to pull it off the shallow part into the channel. Now we let our lure sink. Watch my lure indicator over there. See how it started slowing down? When it starts slowing down, then you start left bump click and you keep it off the bottom. Right about there is where you want that little fishy lure thingy at, right above the bottom. And that's where you'll catch the walleye, because that's where they're at. They're right, like he just hit it right there, but I got it set, so we're going to let it sink back down again. And it takes a little, I don't know if that's just like an indicator of where the walleye is, but yeah, that's how you work that lure right there, guys. And it takes some practice to get to stay just above the bottom like that. Uh, and I mean, it's okay if you sink the lure and all that stuff. And, the world's not going to end and the sky's not going to fall. But yeah, you definitely want to try to keep it right there in that little area right there in that little bait indicator locator right above my bait picture up there. And you see, I'm just barely bumping the left mouse click. I'm just giving a little cheeky bump like that. Bump, 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 bump. And you can tell whenever my line starts reeling, the thing it does. So we just give it a little walk like that. I have tried the wiggle, the up and down, the vertical lift, and I've tried all of that. And the stop and go method is the only one that I can catch the fish. So we're going to send it out that way. We're going to send it right there and see if we can catch something over there. Entice it to bite our lure. And I've actually caught more walleye on this lure. Oh, shit, I locked it. I jumped the gun, guys. I locked it. All right, so when it stops moving, actually, it's still sinking. There we go. Now we just give it a nice little bump. Keep it off the bottom, like so. Oh, we sunk. It happens. Like I said, it takes a lot of practice to do that, and I've slept since I've done it. So, bear with me. All right, we got a fish on. I had to lower the drag a little bit. Now I kicked the drag back up because y'all saw we almost lost it because it almost broke my reel. Then it brought my reel down. It brought my reel down. So what do we got right here? This gonna be an expensive fish. Come here, fishy. Come to the boat. Yes, look at that. There you go. There's that $355 fish. So let's go ahead and send that thing out there again and see if we can get his brother to bite. What do y'all think? So even though it hit the bottom, what, 2 or 3 times, something like that, we still was able to catch that big monster right there. So that is what we're looking for. All right, there we go. Got another one. There we go. All right, he's going to put up a fight too. So let's go ahead. I'm reaching over here and I'm hitting my plus and minus key, my equal and hyphen key. To lower and raise the drag. When he's redlining like that, I back off the drag 1 notch. That's it, just 1 notch. But if he ain't redlining my reel, then we go ahead and set the drag full on. But you got to kind of feather between your drag and up and down to get them in and all that stuff, because they will run that 455 feet of line out. I promise you. Woo, shit, he jumped over the bow. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there, $348 fish. All right, so we're going to go in our fishing net. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the 167, the 170, and the 180. So now we're looking for something preferably above 200. Okay, and obviously we know they're in here, so let's just go ahead and keep trying it. There we go. Beautiful. And I guess I could go ahead and drop the drag down 1. Shit, we caught one right then, right on. Oh, well, okay. I was not expecting that, but I guess we literally dropped it on his head. Did you see that one, adorable? We literally just throwed it in there and just caught him right off the bat. So he's gonna be a little small one because reason being is he hadn't redlined my drag out and my drag's backed off 1. All right, what do we got? Okay, we can keep him. All right, let's go ahead and get back out there while the fishing is good, shall we? I'm gonna be a little shy on that one. All right, we'll go ahead and set that way if he does hit it again. And you'll see when he actually hits it, you'll see the little blue lines on the gauge with the reel, the line, and the rod. when you have a fish on, that actually hit the first blue mark. I learned that yesterday, and that's how you know that there's a fish that's striking it. Because if you was going through weeds, it would say up at the top where the compass is, you're snagged on weeds. So it took me a minute to learn what all that was. It's just basically learning the control of the game. This little caveats that it has, and just enjoying yourself with some good company like Adorable. Sound like his line was stretching over there. There we go. We're just watching that bobber, or not bobber, but that fish indicator. Slowly reel it in case there's a fish that's followed it. And I've had fish, and you've seen in some of my other streams, we've had fish follow that bait out of the bank. Alright, so let's go ahead and go a little bit to the right about there, and see what we got. But yeah, we are in that channel over there, and it goes almost to the other side of the lake right there. Get a cup of that coffee, or get a sip of that coffee. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can entice another fish to bite. There we go, got him. What do y'all think? Is he going to be a $200 fish? What do y'all think? We're going to find out. He got to be a $200 fish, guys. Oh, he's pulling. There we go. There we go. He's running. Now, when I first got here to this lake, the very first time I came to this lake, I did not have the rods I have now, let alone the reels. And this fish right here, he would drag all 400 feet of line out because I didn't have a rod that was strong enough to hold him. And I had to really work the drag high, low, and it took me a minute to get the fish in. And I spent more time fighting to get the fish in than I actually fished. And it, like I said, it was a bad experience. This is the first time I actually been to Emerald Lake. The 3 times that I've came up here now. Oh, you're over here. It has not been raining. So, just throwing that out there. Yeah, he's gonna be a big one because he's pulling. You see, he's pulling my line, and I have a high drag. Yeah, come on in here. Let's see how much you are. Yes, we absolutely can keep him. All right, so that takes us up to 53 pounds. Let's go ahead and catch his brother. Did you see that $360 fish? Adorable. Just throwing that out there, sir. In case you didn't see it, it's in the chat. Yep, it's in the chat. Witnesses. Sip that coffee. Well, this is a good reel it did right here. We're at the perfect spot, the perfect speed, the perfect mouse click. Look at us go. Not too fast, not too slow. Like I said, guys, it takes practice. And then, once you practice, there we go. Once you get the fundamentals of it down, then, see, he's running. He's absolutely running. You see it? Watch my line. We'll get him in, though, because we got a badass rod now. Yeah, he's going to be a $300 fishy, too. Absolutely. Yeah, come on to daddy. Come to the boat. Where you at? You on this side, that side? Which side are you on? can't see him. I don't have a flashlight like Adorable has. But yeah, we'll get our bag limit and we'll go shopping. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So that's gonna take us up to 57. That's what we're looking for right there, because we're gonna save our bait coins, guys, and we're gonna buy us a 3-rod holder with our bait coins that will actually sit on the dock. Yes, that's what we're gonna get right there. So if you notice, I'm out here with 1 rod. Imagine if I was out here with a 3-rod holder while casting this bait. Also, how much more fish we would catch. Imagine that, if you would. We would catch them faster. We would triple, quadruple our coverage as far as the fish that we're looking for. So it would work out better. That's why we're saving our bait coins and all that stuff. I may have splurged on my bait coins earlier because I was learning the game and all that and didn't really understand the magnitude of how important they really was. So definitely save your bait coins, guys. Save your bait coins. Y'all want to see my frame rate? 250 frames, 230 frames per second. That's what I'm getting on Linux. Windows would be 34 to 68 frames per second. Okay? Stupid difference. Stupid difference. And I am so glad that I switched to Linux and I'm no longer on Windows. Now, I'm using Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition, which is 22.3 version, I think, is what I used. And I love it. I can do video recording. I'm still learning their video. It actually comes with a video editing suit, and from what I can tell, looks really good. And I'm learning it. And I'm gonna try to fish on. I'm gonna try to use OBS to capture it, because we're gonna see. But we're still working on that. So, and also I talked about getting Starlink also. If I get Starlink, guys, I can actually do 4K video live streams. Hello, Fishy. Okay. So it's gonna be 59. Adorable, I'm getting to my bag limit. All right, let's go right there. Let's go right down the middle. How about that? Adorable, we need to work toward getting us a boat so we can actually get on a boat and go fishing and all that stuff. What do you think? I think that'd be a good idea. I think that'd be a real good idea. Chat would think that's a good idea too. Yep. I've wore my gear out. I've neglected repairs. You know, I wonder how much the repair costs versus actually buying a brand new rod or reel or whatever. We'll have to look at that and see. Yeah, we'll have to look at that and see. Because I don't know. Let's go ahead and give a little wiggle twitch. Let's wiggle them hips. Nope, nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and cast it right there. We're going side to side is what we're doing, guys. That's going to be a jacked up cast. I got excited. It was a premature cast. Alright. There we go. I was holding my tongue just right, y'all. Y'all, that was a y'all right there. You're welcome. Like I said, they don't like that vertical jigging and twitching. They don't like the up and lift and drop. This is what they like right here that I have found. Nothing else. Now, what we're going to do when we get this one in, we're going to go ahead and swap to that other spoon. That way I can show you that you can absolutely catch walleye on that other spoon, too. I think you get that rewarded to you, if I'm not mistaken, from completing missions and stuff like that. I don't remember. Or I may have splurged salt in the store, because I'm like taking the kid to a candy store in the gift shop here, because there's so many things I want to buy and try. So I'm not good at saving my money on this game. I'll just be honest with you guys. The struggle's real. So I see the newest shine, I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. Alright, so let's go ahead and swap that bait out right there. Backpack, spoons. Alright, let's throw that one on there. Beautiful. Alright, now let's go ahead and send that one out there. We're going to start right there. See that the tree right there? See that little, I don't know, was it like a little ditch or that little gap? We're going to start right there. Oh, shit. We're going to work our way to the left with this guy. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lock my reel before we sink it. That way if a fish gets on it, he won't take me out 200 feet or whatever. Alright, and you work this one the same way you did the other one, because they're all identical. They're just different colors. Okay. And we will catch some walleye with this one too. There are some YouTubers that swear that you won't catch a walleye on any other lure but that purple one that I just put up. That's wrong. You will catch them on, I know for a fact, the 3 spoons that I have that I showed y'all earlier in the stream. I know for a fact you can catch walleye on all 3 of those because I've done it. And when we get this in, I'll show you, and you'll see the fish that what I caught the fish on. I think I was fishing with those with Adorable last night with it. Yeah, this game absolutely keeps a track record of your fish. I tell y'all what, I missed this sound. You could probably hear it. I don't know if you can hear it or not. You can hear me turn up the volume. That little click, that's me turning up the volume, but I don't think it turns it up on your end. No, it does not. It does not turn it up on your end. It just turns it up on my end. I see you back there reeling that fish in, sir. All right, so now we're going to go, not the little gap, we're going to go right there to the left of that. Right there. Right there. Okay, we're going to continue fishing. That's a jacked up cast. I'm a noob at this game. Send it. So, all right. Go ahead and sink on down to the bottom, my little pretty. Let's get a sip of that coffee while we're doing that. There we go. Get some stop and go action. Y'all hear the wolfie? Or the dog? Wolfie? Grizzly bear? Sasquatch? Werewolf? I don't know. Something. I'm in the water. He can't get to me. He can get to Adorable, but he can't get to me. Adorable, I hope you ain't scared of critters. I hear you throw your bait by me. He probably tried to whack me on the head with his bait. That'd be funny. Didn't you see my bait fly past you while we was down there at Texas? You was on the bridge. You was like, what was that flew by my face? Because I just throw my bait right by you in front of you. You remember that? That was funny. I threw my bait. Well, I think I caught it in, not last stream, but the stream before that. I think I caught it on stream where I throwed it in front of him. He's like, "What was that just flew by my face?" I'm over here laughing because I just threw my bait over here on top of him. Yeah, that was funny. All right, so we're going to go ahead and reel it in. All right, now we're going to go over here to that spot right there. All right, and we're going to send it. Zing! Yeah, Adorable, he needs this flashlight because he's on bank. He got to be able to run from them critters that are over there howling and stuff. Yeah. Come here, fishy, fishy. Come here, fishy, fishy. That clunk, 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 that's him throwing his bait beside me. We can actually hear it, and we can actually roll over there, and we can see everything that he sees on his side. Like I said, this game's very well put together, in my opinion. Certainly better than all the other fishing games and stuff like that. Certainly a lot better. A lot better, in my opinion. Like I said, I tried 12 different ones, and this is by far my absolute favorite right here. Got him. Told y'all we can catch a fish on the... Oh, shit, he's running. Oh, yeah, he's running. Yeah, reel his ass in quick. Don't let him run. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Come on in here, big guy. We got room for you. Look at that beautiful little walleye right there. All right, let's see. Now, this game has a lot of these pop-ups like this. Guys, it's fine. It's not going to hurt you. You can hit the escape key when they pop up, you know, or hit the X. All right, let's go over here and look at our fish. So we've got $5,652 so far. Okay, but we're going to do something. We're going to go to this spoon right here. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing that we just did, because I'm showing you can catch fish with other spoons, narrow spoons, versus just that one. And like I said, I seen probably 3 different YouTube streamers. I don't even remember their channel. I didn't subscribe to them and all that stuff either, which is a shame, because I mean they seemed like they was putting out some good content, but that purple one that I started out at, you can't catch no other fish but just this one narrow spinner or whatever. That's just not true. It's just, you know, time, patience, just like fishing in real life. This game, you know, it's pretty accurate to realism, because when you go, if you ever go fishing with me, there's going to be times you will absolutely fall in the lake before you catch a fish. And there's other times that as soon as that hook hits the water, your bait hits the water, whatever it is that you're putting in the water, and, you know, you have that with fishing, guys. So, you know, this game replicates all of that. This is for all intents and purposes, this is actually a fishing simulator game. And the game itself, the base game, is free on Steam. Okay? A free game, guys. So, yeah, if they want to put their little pop-ups in it and all that stuff, you know, that's fine, because they offered a beautiful product that we all can enjoy. Me and Adorable has absolutely been driving this game like we stole it, not like we own it, and have had a fun time doing it. Now, there's times like, well, I can actually tell you what Adorable's reaction to going to the Missouri River for the first time. Adorable, I'm going to share that with the stream because it was hilarious as shit. Because I'd been telling them, hey guys, I've been telling Adorable, you know, let's go to Missouri, but I'm gonna tell you now, your gear it's gonna be a little struggle for you and all that stuff. I got a whole bunch of messages I gotta go through. And I'm gonna read to y'all his response. I hope that's okay, Adorable. Of when we left the Missouri River. That's where he wanted to hit Emerald Lake. So that was yesterday when we hit Emerald Lake. Uh, oh, hey, he caught a beautiful, beautiful, what was that? As a carp of some kind in the Missouri River. And I gave him a couple of screenshots of it for him. So here's he's like, that was fun, and then I wrote back, absolutely that was fun. They kicked your ass, laugh out my life, because that was the stream, not last stream, but the stream before that, and I said, you know, I enjoyed the fish, and they absolutely spanked me my first time there myself, because yeah, the struggle was real. And I had lost some time. I have gear to repair because you'll tear your gear up. And he's like, for real, Missouri is no joke, laugh out loud. And in game, if you go back in the stream, you'll see where he was wrestling with those fish to get them in. Then he's like, whew, now I'm tired. It was fun. It was awesome. It was actually a really good fishing trip for him, to be honest, guys. It was. We had a blast. We are absolutely going back, Mr. Adorable, because I actually have an unlimited fishing license for that oh, big stretch, oh, big stretch, good stretch. All right. So now we're going to go over here, this direction. That's a cocked up cast. Come on, Chief, get it right. You ain't a noob. Oh, I'm still a noob. Fucking did it again. You know what? Let's just do this. We're just going to hold left mouse click and then sing it. Wherever it goes, it goes. There you go. 120 feet. That's good. All right, there we go. So much for the accuracy cast. All right, come on, fishies. And if you notice, down at the bottom right hand, you see those inside the circle with the gray notches? The gray notches is my, those little guys right there. You see them moving down there? That's my real drag setting. But the three arrows inside that are pointing up, that's my speed. Like I'm on speed 3. Now I'm, oh, shit, got it. On speed 2. Well, I was showing y'all. Nice. So like I said, guys, you can catch the fish on those lures. And I'll tell you something else too, from personal experience, and Adorable could probably back me up on this. These fish in this game, they absolutely will do not think that you're going to go to the lake and you're going to get away with using one type of lure. That is not going to happen in this game, because one day they might not bite on anything. They may not bite on minnows. They may not bite on any of these spooners. That is a thing. I don't know what the calculations of it is, or the percentages or anything like that. But yeah, don't think that you're just going to get you a bunch of red worm. Well, shit, you can catch anything with a red worm in this game. That's like that in real life too. You might catch a bunch of small fishies or whatever. Just get that up off the bottom. There we go. There we go. I accidentally let it set on the bottom, so I had to right click it and pull it up off the bottom. But yeah, you like if you're catching them really good on this particular bait today, tomorrow when you come back, they may not even bite on that bait. They may be biting on something else, and that is a real thing in this game. I've seen it. Uh, you know. So now the minnows, there's sometimes they don't even bite on that, especially down there at Lone Star. Sometimes they don't even bite on that. They bite on jigs like what we're using now. So just giving y'all a heads up. It's just kind of realistic. This game strived, I guess, for realism and stuff like that, and they've got the fish behavior down. All right, so now, I think I told y'all. So we're gonna go to this bad boy right here. Oh, it's already on there. All right, so we're gonna throw my bobber out there, but we're gonna make sure that this thing right here is set as deep as it can go. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Z to raise our anchor up. Nope, we gotta anchor, and now we're gonna just rotate around. Okay. And now we're gonna go backwards. That way, when we cast, Adorable can see. Because now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of face Adorable. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit our anchor right there. All right. Adorable, can you see my bobber glowing? Look at it, it's glow pretty. Woo-hoo-hoo. I got a glow bobber. All right, now we're gonna send that right. See, this is the back of the channel right here. I'll show you on the map real quick. I'll show you where we're at. So we're right here. We're facing the back wall. That's the end of the channel right there. These are the start of the channel. I did like 1,000 of these markers. So we're going to throw it right in this area right here. Okay? So that way y'all know. All right. All right, so there's that marker. We're going to come right here. That looks like a good spot, yeah? All right. So now, perfect. See my bobber? It's glowing. See? I ain't going to tell y'all what that looks like. Shush. We ain't going to talk about it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reel my line in and get that slack. There we go. See how my bobber just kind of tilted? What we was doing is we was reeling in the slack. Adorable, do you see my bobber out there between the buoys? It's the little yellow one. Not the green one, but the yellow. It's like a yellow. It glows in the dark. I even got a glow-in-the-dark worm. And absolutely, we've caught some fish off of that one. Woo, these chargers are warm, guys. I ain't gonna lie, they warm. Get them up off my ribs because they're like laying next to me. We're gonna throw them up there where they can breathe. All right, we got a fish. If it's a walleye, he will absolutely sink that bobber and take it across the lake. He will absolutely sink it. All right, let's see what. See, guys, I told you. You can see what everybody's doing, each other's doing in the game. And whenever he's got his fishing pole in the fishing rod stand, you absolutely can see when he's got a fish. And I think you can hear the bell too, but I know that I've like screaming at him down there at Lone Star, fishes on your rod, fishes on your rod, fishes on your rod. Oh yeah, it was good stuff because he was down from it and he was throwing a lure or a bobber. I don't remember which one. And you know, he was looking away from his rod. I'm like, you got a fish on your rod in the rack, fish on the rod. And he's like, okay, ran over there to it. So yeah, one of these days I'm gonna sweet talk him into an actual voice channel on Discord. Adorable, you're on the spot now, so you're gonna have to join me on. We'll do a test run before we put him out on a live stream and all that, because he might not want to do the live stream on Discord, and if you don't, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'll have to figure out how to mute Discord from OBS. I don't know if I can do that or not. I'll have to play around in some settings, but hell, I need to figure out the whole chat situation because that's just jacked. Because now I'm just now seeing the big fat text, and the only chat that I can see is ha ha okay, and it's 11 p.m. in my country. That's the only chat that I can see. it's a stupid problem to have, but it's my problem. All right, come on, Fishy, get on that thing. Unfortunately, we can't go no deeper than I think 96 inches on our bobber. But I've caught walleye on my bobber too, out of this very spot right there. And I was actually fishing off the dock over there. So heck yeah, we got this, guys. It was a little rough start getting going and getting to the lake, and poor old Adorable, he's out here catching all the fish, and we can't make the money because the time we get here, he done caught all the fish. Adorable, share the fish. Don't be stingy and greedy, sir. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in on our bobber. Look at that cute little thing. Look at it. I'm just barely there. We ain't gonna talk about what that looks like. It looks like a woman's titty nipple, okay? That's what I was getting at. We're gonna leave it at that. Oh, see it bobbing around? Oh, that might be the actual minnow on it swimming. I forgot we're fishing with minnows. Because it don't bob like that whenever you have a worm on it. Which I noticed that. I think it was the first stream I had noticed that, but I hadn't acknowledged it. Actually, I noticed it after that. When you have a minnow on here, your bobber, see if you look, watch the bobber. You see how it's kind of swaying a little bit and bobbing around? That's the minnow swimming around under it. That is lifelike, realistic, because when you have a minnow on your bobber and you're not fishing on bottom, I promise you that minnow will drag that bobber all around the lake and around the boat or around the dock and all that, because he's just down there swimming around. And he'll swim around until you know he's exhausted, meaning his life has expired. But as long as he's alive, and I actually had a black man show me one time how to put a shiner, that's what we call them, as shiners, on a hook to where it doesn't kill them. They'll eventually die because, there's always a bigger fish, but they will swim around for hours before they expire. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. There you go. There's your little wiggle. You want it. Dinner served. Fresh. No, Adorable, we didn't stream last night's thing, but I was catching fish with this bobber, and I was over there on the bank, right over there in that area right there. Told y'all he'd take it under. Got him. So I was fishing with 3 rods, my 2 bait casters, which is my bottom feeder rods, which are feeder rods in the game, and I was fishing with this guy right here. See, look at there. So there you go, guys. Minnows. I can't stress that enough. And any one of those narrow spoons is what I have caught fish on in this lake right there. All right. Ooh, look at there. Ooh, Adorable. Get your ass back on line, sir. I'm getting paid. Look at that. Bam. Oh, yeah. Let's look at what we got right here. We got a fish. That's the, that is the, stringer, which allows you, I think it's 186 pounds or 166 pounds of fish. So if I had that, we absolutely would stay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm so excited. I like new shinies and pretties. Don't you see? I'm a store whore. I absolutely go to the shop, and you should see me on Amazon or Facebook Marketplace. That's a thing too. All right, so we got this bad boy right here. I like that. And I have not set up, that's going to be my 5th rod. I'm going to set up one of these guys right here. Also, that's gonna be my bass rod right there. But you got to kind of level up to get that good stuff. We'll show you. So, Adorable, I'm going to have to bug out from this lake right here, and I will absolutely be going down to Texas and making more money and keeping this. But I've got 28 baits, so I'm going to go down to Texas and finish fishing with those 28 bait. Because if once I leave, and I have to leave because my bag is full, unless I dump the fish out, so it's a caveat. All right, so we got the Fat Boy Spin 4000, and then the Brimmer 5000. That's a beautiful rod right there. Or I'm sorry, not rod, but reel. Let's see what else we got. There we go. Oh yeah, we got this beautiful. Oh, I can finally get one. Ah, sweet. I want to try these, but I'm gonna save my money because I'm after something. All right, we got some braided line. Good. I needed some braided line to replace my line because my line's like wearing out. What? Oh, that's a pretty little bait right there. Yeah, I'd like to try that. I've got most of this stuff in my actual real life tackle box out there in my truck. That is a 2-rod stand holder right there. Oh, that is absolutely just beautiful because I'm fishing with a 2-rod right there. But that right there will give me the 2 rods that I have, plus whether I'm casting the spoon with my bait, I call it my bass rod, and then my feeder rods, my bottom rods is Mr. Green in blue. So I'll see how much that is, and if I can get that, then that will allow me to place my rods on the dock over there. Oh, I've got one of those right there. It's about 3 inches long in real life. Oh yeah. I don't have none of that. What else? Ooh, sweet. Crucian? Did I say that correctly? Ooh, medium spoon. That's a medium. I wonder if we can bring that to this lake and catch walleye. That'll have to be a test for the next stream because I'm not coming back to whatever this lake is and all that stuff. I'm not coming back to it. What is that? That's another meter. Oh, we'll have to get those guys. Ooh, carp leader. Oh, yes. I finally can. Hey, Adorable, I finally can go carp fishing. Look at there. I got my carp leader unlocked. Yay, woohoo. Yes, I do not have, because those carp can get easy 30 pounds, and I have 2 rods, which is my bait casters, is what I'm going to call my bottom feeder rods. I'm going to call them my bait casters. They're 10-pound reels, 10-pound rods, 10-pound lines with an 8-pound leader on it with my 1/0 hook, I think is what I got going on right there. Oh, got me some spinner tails. Now, you can actually stick those tails on the little spinner spoons that I Sure. Well, were they going to spoons or no? No, they're going my. Y'all remember me bragging about my X series spinner bait? Oh yes, good. Now, oh, we're getting on the. All right, so let's go ahead and move on out of here. So we're going to go ahead and paddle ourselves back to the dock because we are 67 out of 66 fish, guys, and we're just going to go ahead and keep it. Let's undo the, there we go. Alright. As Adorable, he's so sweet and patient. He's got his little flashlight on, giving us a beacon to find our way back to the dock. Actually, this is not the dock. Adorable, this is not the dock. But yeah, he's over here tearing them up. Because I think his bag is a lot, more fish. I think you said your bag was like 2,000 or something like that. We're not gonna tell Adorable, but we think we might have bought him some DLC, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. Hey, I recommend it, But you just so you know, you can get that same gear in the game, leveling up faster. Hi, adorable. Hi. Hi. Here we are. Okay, we're going to have to go ahead and head in, and we're going to go to Texas, good sir. So we will see you down in Texas. So definitely finish your bag, fill your bag, and bring some money. Too bad you can't give money, fish, and gifts and all that stuff to your fellow teammates. You can give gifts to your teammates, but I do not know how that works. So, all right. So he actually has this little guy right here. If we want it, we have to rent it. This guy, I actually own this little guy right here. So, what the hell's my rod doing? What the? Oh my God! Did you see that? All right. Did you just put that shit away, Chief? That's so silly. Silly, Chief. What was you doing? Hi, adorable. How you doing, sir? Hello. So, in one of the streams, I literally had somebody get like right here while I was trying to fish, and you can ask adorable. I had like 3 people do that to me. I'm like, in the chat, do y'all need any help? Can I help you? And they're like not saying nothing in the chat, and then I'm like, you know what? From here on out, I'm gonna just do a friends list, chat room and all that stuff. All right. So that's Emerald Lake right there for you guys. Yes, I could place my rod stand there that I've got now. And the other one that I'm eyeballing, I absolutely can place it in the on the dock, and I'll explain that to y'all in the chat here in just a second. All right, so guys, we're gonna have to leave, unfortunately, because I can't just empty my bag at the lake. Now, that's how you have to empty your bag, is that process that I just showed you. And now, once I get all the rewards and all that good stuff, we're not going to repair nothing. Now, if I go back, it's another $3,000. I absolutely can go back if I wanted to. However, I'm going to hold on to that money. Okay, but when we're going to go back to Lone Star, because Lone Star, you can absolutely get money, and I really love the scenery. I love the lake and all that stuff, but we're going to change it up today when we go back. Now, I want to go to the shop, and I want to look at, the first thing I want to look at is fishing nets. What can I get? That right there gives me 110 pounds of fish holding capacity. Okay, that's 110 pounds, so we could actually still stay there longer. We have this one right here, which is 66, actually 66.1, and that is as much fish as we can carry. Yes, that is true. Adorable saying you could actually fast forward the time and all that stuff. What? Okay, I know what he's saying now. So I could have actually stayed on the lake and fast forwarded to the next day. But here's the deal: I'm still caught in my bag is full. So does it automatically empty your bag? That's the thing. Try it out for science. All right, so now we could buy this one right here, which gives us 88. So we're at level 26, 24 right now. If we come over here to this one, when we get to level 26, it's only 18,000. We absolutely can make that money down there on Lone Star. We're not going to level up to 26, but if we hold on to our money, then we can get this guy right here, which is 154. That's 110, so I think I'm going to hold off on a couple of levels. So there's that. Now let's go to our, let's see, our outfit. Let's see what we got in here real quick. Do we have any flashlights? We don't have no. I'm sure flashlights are in here somewhere. All right, so let's look at our tackle boxes. We got this beautiful baby right here. I worked so hard, guys, to get this fella. I really did. I worked hard. Okay. So, Adorable saying that our fish, if we fast it forwarded to the next day, then our fish would actually be sold. Okay, so I tell you what we'll do is we'll get a fish bag, fish net to hold the fish in, and we'll go back, guys, and we'll spend a whole day there and all that stuff, and then we'll fast forward to the next day. But right now, I want to hold my money because this stuff's expensive. So I'm actually looking at this bag right here at level 34. Because this bag costs bait coins, and I got 24 bait coins. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those bait coins. Now, we can get this one. We can absolutely get this bag. If you look, this tackle box right here holds 25 25 tackles. That's baits or hooks or weights or leaders. Well, leaders actually falls under the lines. Here, I'll show you real quick. See the lines? That's where your leaders and your lines go. And then any of these go right here in this little section right here. Like we have 44 or 42. I don't even know how that's possible, but apparently we've got that. Excuse me. All right, so now if I got this one, we would only be able to carry 17 tackles and one extra line, but we would have the ability to have ground component baits, and I don't plan on doing any ground component fishing or anything like that. So, and if I got this one, I could carry 50 tackle, 5 lines, and 3 extra reels. However, I want to go to this one, and I think the only ones that gives you the reels, we're looking real quick. Okay. I think the only ones that gives you extra reels is the ones that you buy with bait coins. Now we might come after this bad boy right here for 75 bait coin, but not right now because we gotta save 60 bait coin to buy our dock rod set. But we'll definitely come after this one. That way it gives me 3 reels in case I break one or so, don't you see? All right, now let's go ahead and look at our rod cases. That gives me 4 rods. I'm going to go for this one, not right now. And the reason being is because I'm going to have my 3 rods set up, okay? And I'm going to have my bottom feeder, Mr. Greeny, Mr. Bluey, and then I'm going to have a bobber set up on that, and then I'm going to have the 2 extra rods that I'm going to switch out, and they're going to be set up with different style baits on them. That way I can just, bam, hit the key and swap them out and all that stuff. You see where I'm going with this? And that's the idea that I'm going after right there is for that. So, y'all look at those rod cases right there, guys. We're going to make a run to the coffee pot and get a refill and all that good stuff, because Chief done, Emerald Lake done made me drink all my coffee like an alcoholic to a beer. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there. So, Adorable, how is your fishing trip, sir, going? Are you still at Emerald Lake making that money, or did you fill your bag limit up too? He'll let us know in the chat. Absolutely. So, rinse my coffee cup out real quick, just in case there's a fly that may have got on it or whatever that ain't whacked with the fly swatter yet. It's a thing, especially during the summertime, and I don't care who you are, you're going to get a fly in your house, especially if you live in the country like I do. Or, I don't know what y'all would call it in other parts of the world. We call it, when you live out in the middle of nowhere and there's no other houses around, we call that the countryside over here in America. So I'm not sure what y'all would call it in your country. All right, let's go ahead and refill that cup of coffee right there and get it on the fix. Adorable, I would absolutely offer you a cup of coffee, sir, but It might take a week to get to you, and well, it'll be cold by then. You'll have to put it in the microwave and nuke it up. I'm just throwing that out there for you, sir. But I absolutely could make you a cup of coffee if that's what you wanted. I could hook you up, brother. Give it a little stir. Uh-oh, somebody texted me on the cell phone. They found me. Out of that, or my weather alert's going to tell me, hey, it's going to be raining in your neighborhood, goober. So we'll see. We will see. All right, let's go ahead and sit back down here. I got to take my headset off so I can plug it in. Hold on. And we'll just give it a little plug in because we, like I said, we wore the battery out on this headset last night. Me and Adorable did. And so far, he's my only fishing buddy. None of my other friends want to fish with me. I don't know why. I'm a good friend to fish with. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I had an epiphany, guys. I'm going to take this charger, plug it in here, and I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to plug my phone in and see if it charges my phone. That's what I'm going to do real quick. So give me a second. All right. We're going to have everything charged. And the only thing that's left that needs to be charged, and I don't have battery charge for it. All right. Beautiful. So the phone's charging. Okay. Somebody found me on a text message. Alright, so that was my brothers. They are doing brother stuff. So we'll let them do brother stuff. And we'll get back to our fishing game. I gotta get my covers back on. Because, like I said, guys, I'm still kind of sort of on bed rest. Alright, so that's going to be our next purchase. Now, Waste Coast. Waste Coast is absolutely a must-have. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. We're going after this little lovely fella right here also. We're definitely going after that guy right there because, well, we're running that one right there, and we can absolutely afford that. But we're, like I said, we're saving our money because we're going to get bigger and better things. Now, here's the rod stands right here. All right, I've got that one, and I'm not going to sell it because I can swap it out depending on what lake I'm at. But this one right here is the 3 rod one, and that right there is 60 of those. Okay. And the next triple rod that you can get, that you can buy with money, is right here at level 45. So the chances of me buying that other triple rod with Baitcoin at 60 before I get to level 45, remember we started at 12, we're at 24. So we're almost halfway there. So I'll probably end up with that one. But yep, that there actually has an alarm on it, so whenever fish is biting or touching the poles, it'll set off an alarm. So that's what we're working on right there. All right, polarized glasses. Now they do have flashlights. Let's go to main. I don't know where the flashlights are at. But they are in here somewhere. Oh, there it is right there. So in order for me to get a flashlight, I have to have 1,200 of these club bucks or club money. Excuse me. Okay. Well, you get that from either being in the club and minimum level 99 before they will even accept you in the club because they're bougie bitches like that. or you can create your own club. Okay. Now to create your own club, you need $50,000. So what Adorable doesn't know is that he's gonna be in my club. And we're gonna create a club. Adorable. I need some club names because I can absolutely go back to Emerald Bay and I can get that money in fairly no time. And we're not going to have the level set to where you have to be an ungodly, stupid level to enter the club. We're going to set it as low as we can possibly set the club membership and stuff like that. You know, if we can set it to level 1, absolutely. You know, new beginners. None of that matters, guys, because when you go fishing, you know, you go fishing and you just go to enjoy company with a friend, okay? So, and then the club members do tournaments and stuff like that. You do tournaments within the club, and that's how you earn the club bucks right there. Well, yeah, I've got to get the money first, but we're trying to see if I can find a flashlight for sale versus not having club bucks. So that's what we're actually doing right now. And I like that tackle box right there that's shown in the picture right there. I actually had my eyes set on that, but then I got to realizing I don't have 55 bait coins. I'd love to get some bait coins. Uh, so no flashlights in that section, no flashlight in that section, no flashlight in that section, no flashlight in that section, no flashlight. Oh, I like that vest right there. I like the orange and the black. That looks good together. Let me get a sip of this coffee while we're window shopping. All right, so as you've seen, the only flashlight that you can get in the game, you you can get it by club money. So there you go. All right, let's go in here. Let's. Oh man, I don't even know where to start now. See, three-way rigs. We got those before. Yeah, we got those. Adore was like, hell yeah, I'll join Chief. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, and guys, for future reference, if you see me in game, call me Chief for short. Don't call me Master because you're not my you're not my slave and I'm not your dominator. So we don't do that. That's what it reminds me of is a slave and their uh dominant whatever and all that stuff. And it's like when people call me Master, I'm just like, really? So to me, it's just like, no. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to spend $32, guys. And we're going to go ahead and grab that 9.9 pound test leader. We're going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, so that gives us 5 of those. All right, let's see. Actually that's a Texas rig for our little thingy, and I'll show you how that goes and all that stuff here in a little bit. All right, let's go to our Carolina rigs. Okay, we want to do the same thing with those right there, and the reason we're getting it 9.9 is because we have 10-pound reels, 10-pound rods, and we have 10-pound lines. You always want your leaders to be a lighter pound, a smaller number of pound than your line and your rod and your reel, okay? And you can see the poundage over here. That's called test pound. That's theoretically how many pounds that will hold before it goes all stupid. All right, so now we can absolutely flat feeder when we get to level 34. Let's see. This is just like you chum the water with uh, with bait in it to lure the fish to the area. But as y'all have seen, and adorables are witness to that. We don't have a problem with that. We have no problems with that. So we know. All right, let's look at my barbless hooks real quick, because your barbless hooks, you have to spend your bait coin on those. Period. And I keep a set of barbless hooks on hand at all times. So I won't buy no new ones unless I run out. Then I'll run over here and buy some. All right, so here's our cage feeders, which I have one of those in my inventory. I have not even used it yet. Can I use it? Absolutely. Do I? Hell no. I don't. All right, common jig heads. Now these little guys right here allow you to put things on them like worms and stuff like that, whatnot have you. You know, and you start with the lowest weight right here, and then your weight starts going up as you go this way. I think that's how it's weighted. And then, you know, so forth and so on. Now the size of the hooks is this little number right here. Like you see right here, number 2. That's a number 2 hook. But if you give me a second, if you look at where it says hook in the right side, it says hook pound 1/0. That means that's a 1/0 hook, is what that means. Give me just 1 second. I gotta text this. All right, let's see. Adorable's laughing at me over in YouTube chat because I don't think my YouTube chat replays after the stream. So that's a 1/6 ounce, which is the same as this and the same as that, but the alt hooks, they're like stronger or something like that, or they're a little bit bigger, and then you can get, ooh, that's cool, but I don't really mess around with these baits too much. Now, there's nothing wrong with them, and I have some of these, and I've tried them out. I can't remember if I caught any fish on them or not, so there's that. And then your barbless jigs, these are the barbless ones right now. See, I've got them right there, because I watched a YouTube video, and in the YouTube video that showed where anything with barbless in the name gives you extra XP. You can actually ask Adorable that one because he saw it himself, and it's like, holy shit, you know. So you're like getting XP faster. All right, so now worms. I keep my eye on my little wormsies because, oh shit, that's right, I forgot. I got to get a new glowworm, Adorable, because Adam lost my glowworm. So I got to get a new glowworm. He did. He lost my. Nope. Okay, I lied to you. There it is, right there. Okay, so I got 2 glowworms. My worm glows in the dark, sir. Shit. All right, so there's the worms right there, and you saw what I could get. And I've got like almost one of each, and that's what I'm working on. All right. Let's go to grubs. Now this, I've got a few of these, and they do work. They do absolutely work. I haven't really spent any money on any of them and all that stuff because I really don't. I think a lot of these baits are actually just like eye candy, so you can hit. I don't think it really matters. Like, I don't think that really matters from that one or that one from that. I don't know. I haven't looked at the coding in the game enough to be able to tell you. Alright, now let's go to shad. I have a lot of these baits I actually have in my tackle box. Look at there. Some glow-in-the-darkies. I don't have a glow-in-the-dark shad, so I'm going to spend $190 to have me a shad adorable, so we have a glow-in-the-dark fishy. Alright, that's all I want to do on that. Now let's go to the night creature crawlers. Now I actually have all that I want in this little section right here, which there's one. I have this little guy right here. Okay. I should have one of those. Unless it's another one that looks like it. I've got one of these glow in the dark right here. And then right here, this is a 2-inch, this is a 4-inch right there. Alright. Where did, I had one of these because I run it behind. Oh, shit, there it is. Okay. Shit. Alright, so there, okay, so apparently I spent bait coin on it because I didn't know you could actually see. I spent bait coin, and here's the same thing right here. Same exact thing as this one right here. Same thing. So, like I said, you know, this game, you definitely have to be an adult about it. When I say an adult about it, is you got to be responsible what you spend your bait coin on and your money, because a lot of the stuff that you can spend your bait coin on, you can get it via money, except for these guys right here, the hooks. Those are all bait coins, and I tell you what, you can't go wrong with getting barbless hooks with a couple of bait coins, guys, okay? I'm just throwing that out there. All right, let's look at our slugs. That's a slug? I guess it might be a slug. I don't think I own any of these cute little fellas. And I don't think I have any of those baits out there. All right, let's look at the bass rig. Now, I've got an assortment of these. I've got this one. This here's the one I catch the most bait on, which I was like a level 3. And you can buy that same thing over here at level 1. Okay. Well, it's a little different. That's a 1/3 ounce number 1. That's a 1/8 ounce number. That's a 1/0 hook right there. So this actually is a little bit better than this one, and I think this one weighs a little bit more. I'm not sure, because I'm still trying to learn my fractions, even though we're the fraction people. Look at that. So you can get all kinds of those, and I do know that in real life, I don't know about the game, I don't know if it matters in the game, but I do know in real life that the bass, they may bite on this one day, the next day they may bite on this, and vice versa. They don't always bite on those things. All right. So we're not nowhere near saltwater stuff yet, and we're not going to be there for some time. So let's go over here to our spoons. Okay. Here's our selection of spoons right here. We got 14 pages of them. And I think all of these, I may have spent money and bought all these. You know, I don't really know. Okay. I did spend money on that, and I ain't even tried it. Yeah, did I try it out? I think I did try it out. Let's see. And here's a narrow spoon right there. Okay, that's another narrow spoon for Emerald Lake. Let's see. Oh, here's your narrow spoons section right here. Oh, that's a medium spoon, and I hadn't tried those out yet. Here's another narrow spoon, and I actually want to get that, but not right now, because I'm trying to be diligent with my money. I want to get that cute little fella right there too. But yeah, you got 14 pages of spoons. Whoa, hold on. Interesting. Okay. We'll have to get some of those, try them out. But yeah, you got all kinds of beautiful, gorgeous spoons. All right, so let's go to barbless spoons is what I go after, because remember I told you about the barbless. So you can have, well, you can't get that unless you have that money. And then these right here are bait coins. I don't know if those are worth it or not. But I may come in and get one of each, but not right now because remember I'm saving my money and I'm saving my other stuff. So those are your spoons right there. Now let's go to our spinners. Okay, these little fellas right here. I've caught several fish on this one. Absolutely. Let's see. I don't have none of those, so I couldn't tell you. Excuse me. And I think my X series spoon that I always use, or my spinner that I always use, that I brag about so much, I think that right there was given to me in a mission that I completed when they were out. I'm not sure if it's Missouri or Lone Star, but I think it's one of those, and they gave it to me as a reward. So, all right, those are the spinners. And now let's go to the spinner tails. These are the little tails that you can stick behind your spinner baits, and it gives it a little tail. It gives it a little skirt, you know, it gives it a little hula hoop. So that's what those are. Now, spinner bait and buzz baits. I got that one as soon as I reached enough bait coins. I had 11 bait coins, and I just happened to be in here, and I'm like, no way, I have enough, because I use these a lot in real life, and I absolutely catch bass on them. Depends on the weather, depends on the season, and it just, you know, the stars have to line up. All right, so those are those. Let's go to crankbaits, and I am working on getting this little guy right here, but when I get to level 26, I can buy him right there for $2,500. I think I've got that covered. So yeah, I can spend the 30 bait coin that I have, or I can come over here and get the same thing. Well, actually, that's the same thing. It's three. Okay, that's the depth. It's the depth that goes down to 3 feet. This goes down 12 feet. That's how far it dives. This goes down to 6 feet. Okay. So I'm going to come get the 3-foot one right here at level 27. I may get that one. Adorable. I may get this guy right here for Emerald Lake and try it out over there. No, shit. Those fish, the walleye, they only bite on spooners and minnows is their preferred baits and all that stuff. So, and then this little guy right here, he goes down 16 foot. So, you see what I'm saying? And this little guy, he goes down 16 foot. Let's see, is there any more like that one? Okay, so that's that right there. So that's your crankbaits, top water lures. But I've got one of these guys right here. There's a little frog. I want to get that frog, and well, I can't get that frog specifically, or none of those, or that one. But I can get some of these. Well, I got this and this. Obviously, you can see where I spent some bait coin. And I've caught fish on those. And this little guy right here, I have one just like this in my tackle box, and I don't even know how many bass, carp, and brim, mind you, that I've caught on that little guy right there. Okay, so let's see, what else we got? That's pretty much it on that. All right, let's go to jerk baits and minnows. Can I? Yes, I can get that little guy right there if I wanted to. If I wanted to. Okay, let's see here. I had my eyes set on that little fella right there, but I think I'm going to hold off on buying these for right now. I bet he'd do pretty good. All right, let's see. Swim baits. I want to get one of these. It'll probably be at level 43, and I absolutely want to try that just to see, because I'm curious, you know. But you see now the problem that I have, guys, on shopping. So I call myself doing pretty good on stuff. Now, this is the little section right here, which is under baits, insect baits. That's the little section that you will need. You'll need these, and those, and those to go to. Let's get out of this real quick. Rocky Lake, which is Denver, Colorado. Okay, you will need those baits to go there, because damn near every fish in there is a rich, boozy ass fish. See, there's the maggots, waxworms, bloodworms, small minnows, marshmallows. They're all damn near universal across the board. So you just go through there and pick your specific baits and all that stuff, and then have at it. Now, fresh baits. I need to stock up on some minnows right there. Okay, that's 10 minnows for $300, and obviously you see that is a thing. We've tried the shiners. Hell of expensive for what you get. Okay, and we ain't making that type of muscle shit money. All right, that bad boy goes right there for catfish and sturgeon. So we could get that, try it out. But we're not catfishing, at least not yet. All right, so now here's the bait, bolies or whatever you want to call it, and pellets. I don't even know what the hell you do with that shit, if I'm to be honest. And I have never, as far as I can remember, and if memory serves me correctly, I have never caught any type of fish. Hell, brim won't even bite this shit right here in real life. So it may work. It may absolutely work. I don't know. And I haven't gotten anything on any of this stuff either. So I've got one. I bought one because I thought I was going to try it out and see. And my rod and all my gear that I had at that time just wasn't worth it. I'm going to give myself a heart on my YouTube chat. Yeah, give myself a heart. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. YouTube may. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's a little heart right there. Yeah, see it? Yeah, I'm giving myself some love, guys. I'm patting myself on the back. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. So there's those guys right there. These you can attach to your feeder rods. But I'll show you in just a second. Instead of putting this right here, there, you put, where you at? Yeah, you put this guy here in its place, and then, let's go back to the store. Let's see if we can find one for small whitefish. Small and medium whitefish. Whitefish, lakes, rivers with weak flow. Temperature warm. Alright, what is this? Whitefish, rivers with low and warm flow temperature. Okay, let's see what's on page. Well, actually, you know what? Let's see. This is medium to whitefish. Let's go ahead and spend $700 on that, okay? Let's go to our backpack. And I think that's going to, actually, it's going to be right here. And then you take that and throw that. Okay, you won't do that until you get to the pond. So that's what we're going to do with this guy right here when we get to the pond, okay? All right, let's see. So that's that. We're going to try it out. Don't even know what this shit is right here. All right, now let's look at boats. Can we buy a boat? Let's look at kayaks. Even though we already got a kayak. I'm not sure how I got that kayak because I think I bought like a $4.99 DLC. And I got some stuff, and that might have been where I got that kayak from. But however, I got a stretch. Big stretch coming. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good stretch. All right, so, if we wanted 2 kayaks, I don't know why you'd need one. So motorboats, Let's see, what kind of motorboat can we get? All right, so we can absolutely get a motorboat like Adorable has right here at level 30. Or you can buy DLC and get the option of a motorboat. But you know what? Do they have any of these? Adorable, I'm looking at the motorboats right now to see if you could ride in it. Give me a second. Capacity 1, passenger capacity 1 is what we're looking at, guys. All right, so your little motorboats, it's only a one passenger. So let's go to the bass boats. Holy shit, we ain't gonna get a bass boat until level 45. Now, bass boats is not an option either, but I know I can stick 12 people on one of these fuckers and just go ham. All right, so even though the bass boats Adorable, it's one passenger also. That's a shame. All right, so I seen the uh, chat go up over there on okay, maybe it was the haha. Oh yeah. Now, so with that, what is sport? Catfish Trail. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is where I can create a competition right here. I can create a competition. Yep, I see. Let's see what tournament is. See, I don't even know how to even sign up for that shit. But anyhow, I'm not interested in doing that right now. Uh, so that was the Rocky Lake over in Denver. We caught this and we caught that. All right, so guys, I think that's pretty much it. See, that right there brought us down to 9,000. So now you know why we're going to hold on to our money. All right, let's see what we got. And I don't like that you have the chat right here because whenever somebody chats, you can't hide it. Let's see if I can hide it. Pop-up messages 2D. English. Hide timestamp. Okay, yeah, we don't need that shit. Sports events. Alright, friends, online, offline. Okay. Font size. Oh, there we go. We can make that bigger. That's good. Yeah, okay. Alright. So now I've got 44 of 42. My capacity is 42. I'm not sure how I got 44 in that. That's got me confused. Now this bait right here goes in this little slot right here. Here's our real slot. Here's our line and leaders. And here's our other baits. So since I know we're going back to Texas, we always keep a hand of I keep that bobber because I can see it better, so we're gonna get rid of that bobber. And we already got the night bobber on our pole. So I always keep this on me. And now I might throw a let's see. Yeah, I think we're looking good on that. Now, because we're going back to Lone Star, I don't need all this fancy ass bougie shit in my inventory taking up space that I need for other things, bigger and better and badder things. Okay, so that frees up this slot right here. All right, now I absolutely can keep these beautiful, lovely little things on here. How many do we have at home? Also, we just have a couple of spoons at home, and we don't need those. All right, let's go down to the next slot. What do we got? We got our bass jig, our mini bass jig. Okay, we keep those. What do we got right here? All right, here's our wormsies. All right, here's the barbless jig head that I was telling you about, guys, that allows me to hook these up. So we're going to keep him on there. All right, what do we got over here? Ooh. I'm looking at that. Let's throw that X series on there because we seem to have had good luck. There's my little guy right there. There he is right there. Let's throw him over there because I hook him up. There's my glowworm right there. Let's grab the glowworm. Let's grab the purple worm and the blue worm. Okay, we've had success with those. Grubs. I don't think I've tried a grub yet. Let's try this night shiner. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go in here. Let's take that popper out. Alright, let's take both of those poppers and those walkers out. Okay. Let's go back here. Where's my... Yeah. Let's throw that little shad over there because he's glow in the dark. He's cute. Okay. And I think that's going to be it on that. Yeah. Alright, let's look at our lines. How many can we have? We have 7 of 7. So, do we have any copies of lines? Alright, we got 10 pound, 10 pound. Alright, let's throw those over here real quick. Let's see. Oh, let's check our hooks real quick. Do we have any offset hooks? Because if we don't have any offset hooks, we're going to need that. Alright, we're going to throw those over here for right now. Okay. Yeah, we have offset hooks right there. Okay, because you need those. We need our weights. All right, adorable. You have a good evening. Good night, sir. I'm typing it in the chat too. Send. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you for streaming and all that stuff. He's like, damn it, Chief. Bullet sinkers. Let's throw a couple of those in the bag. Oh, backpack's full, so let's go through here. Throw some shit out. We can go ahead and take those spinner tails out because we don't need those. Alright, now let's go back in here and go to, what was we going after? Right there. Alright. Drop seekers is what was going after. Alright, so we got one of each. Okay. We got plenty of rigs and stuff like that. Okay. We already got one of those on the rod right there. Perfect. Alright. So let's go ahead and go back to Lone Star. Okay. And then I'll show y'all how to put that grub on your bait. Alright, now let's go to our inventory. Let's go down here. And we're going to go ahead and mix that bad boy up. And then we're going to send it out there. Get some of that coffee. Alright, while that's doing that. Okay, beautiful. So there we go. Let's go fishing, guys. I'm going to throw y'all on the lake. And I got to go feed Booker real quick. Oh, unplug the headset. Yay. All right, so y'all enjoy the beautiful lake. We're out here with public people. Yay. We're gonna see if they show up. Booker, you hungry, baby? Come grab that right there. We're gonna see if they start crowding me and all that stuff. Because every time I come to this lake and I'm in a public channel, I think what's going on is because the chat shows you who caught what fish, how much it weighs, and all that stuff, right? Remember that? So I think what happens is whenever I go to the lake, because I've done played the lake so many times that I have an idea of what's going to hit there and what's not, and I start catching all these fish, and I think these people just come out of nowhere to get over there to try to catch fish. But the thing is they can't catch the fish that I'm catching because they don't have the proper setup, which is the minnows, if that makes any sense. Hey, come eat. Come on. Wow. That is the first time in 11 years you ate ready to your food dish. You hungry? Whoa, there you go. Wow. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, you can eat. That's the first time that dog has ever not ran to his food dish. All right, so let me fix my pillows real quick, guys, because I've got shit everywhere. I've got chargers, cables, shit, you name it, I'm on top of it. All right, fix that pillar right there. Okay. We'll fix that pillar right there. All right, now we'll slide in. Beautiful. Just like that. Yeah, we got this, guys. All right, pull my cover back up so I don't get coldsies. Let me dig my charger out for my thing. Let's see, can I hide that? There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Can I pop out chat? Let's see. No, I can't pop out chat on the tablet. I can shut it off. All right, let's plug the earpieces back in. Beautiful. All right, there we go. We're good to go now. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna see if I can put. Oh, I sure can. Oh, guys. Oh, check this out. I got enough room right here on my little table to put y'all, because I have a little table that I stick on my lap for my keyboard and all that. Oh, I absolutely can stick y'all on that table and watch chat. That is cool. I did not know that I could do that. So we learned something today, guys. All right, so we're going to stick y'all right there by my little mouse key. So that way I can look down at my mouse. All right, we're good. All right, so what we're going to do, and I'm going to show y'all a little trick. Look around real quick. Okay, what? Can we go up here? Oh, cool. I didn't know we could go up here. Alright, so let's go show y'all this little trick over here. Well, it's not really a trick. It's more like a in-game thing. And as far as I know, this is the only lake that I've been to that you can do this on. Right here. Go to this little pile right here and just hit your E key. Like so. And I don't think that yeah, it should be giving us there we go, right there. Alright, so we have red worms. And let's go in our backpack, see how many red worms it's given us. It's gave us 25. So you can do that. You can do that every once a day. Once in-game day you can do that. Okay? So just to give y'all a little tip on that guy right there. Alright. Now let's go over here, because remember I told you I was going to do something a little different here on this lake. Most people don't know they can come back here on this lake. Okay? You absolutely can, and this is probably where the big bass are hiding, like that 1.98 1.8, 1.99 pound bass. It's probably right here. He's probably hiding right here. Okay. Now you can't go off the path right here, not in this little spot right here. But as soon as I find a spot, you can actually get up on the water. Like, nope, not right here. As soon as I get a spot, you can go to the edge of the water. Right here. Perfect. You absolutely can stick your rod stand down right here. Okay, beautiful. Alright, number one rod with the stinky minky bait. Alright, so let's see. Let's go. Let's go right there. We are 2 foot off the bank. Alright, now Mr. Green, he goes in the left side. This is just the way I do it. Alright, let's stick this little guy. See the frog on the lily pad right there? Look at that. That is cool as shit. Let's stick this little guy right here. Beautiful. Now, because we're fishing with these lily pads and I don't feel like dicking with a frog, we're going to whip out our bobber. Now, we're fishing, was that 2 foot, 3 foot deep over there? So we're going to hit the escape key and we're going to bring that down to 24 inches is 2 foot. So we're going to take that to 16 inches. Alright, now we're going to throw that bad boy right there. Okay? Beautiful. And then we're just going to sit here and wait. Either Mr. Green or Blue is going to go off, or Bobber. And we're going to sit here, have a cup of coffee, chit-chat like a bunch of friends at the lake, because that's what we are. Absolutely. The boy, he got him something to eat, so he's Gucci. He's not all stressed out because he ain't starved to death. Actually, I walked over there, and like I said, this is the first time that he hasn't just ran over there and patiently waited, because even though he runs over here, he comes up and he patiently waits, and then he gets his food, and he just stayed there, laid in the bed. I guess he was asleep. Yeah, we're talking about you, blonde. He's blonde. Blonde and blue eyes. Yep. Uh-oh, we got a bite. So I've actually never really fished over here. So we're going to see what we get over here. So we're going left, right, and center. We'll keep them. We'll go right there now. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick our bobber back up. And I think we're using 1/0 hooks on all of these. And I'm going to get some, like 3 or 4/0 hooks. I just hadn't gotten them yet, because I'm saving my Bitcoin. Because remember, the hooks, you have to buy them with your bait coins, and I'm saving them up for that tripod fishing rack. So he hit it and quit it. That's sad. Get our slack out. And I'm assuming our worm's still on there. Let's zoom in and see. Looks like he's still on there, bebopping around. Okay. Maybe he was interested and changed his mind. Maybe that's what went on. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, he's still on there because the bobber's swimming around. You can see it. Well, we just sit here and wait. This beautiful lake at 105, 100 frame rates per second. Like I said, that's almost double the frame rates that I was getting when I was running Windows 10, because Windows 10 had secret programs running in the background, which Windows always does, that was taking up my GPU, RAM, my processor. Well, take it. If you want it, get it. Take it. There we go. We got him. What do we got? Little old carp? What is it? I'm curious. Nice. So basically, we're just going to catch and keep everything that we catch down here. Don't matter what it is. We don't care. We're not racist. All right. Throw her back out there. Because those two, Mr. Green and Blue, I named my rods. I know it's a thing. They are going to catch my bass, if that makes sense. Now we can put red worms on this, and we can catch anything else in here and all that stuff. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Fish the minnows on the Mr. Blue and Green. Shit, I wish I could keep that, but that takes up one slot per time you get that. Alright, let's go ahead and change this guy out to worms. And we'll use the worms on him. And that is Blue. We're working on you, Blue. We got you, baby. We got you, Blue. Nice. Because, see, we level all that stuff up also. Let's see. Shift, tab. Game overview. Yes, this is our game overview that we have going on with this game. Right here. Okay. That's my playtime. That's my friends. Which don't show my friends because I'm streaming probably. Emerald Lake. A leveling guide without spending any money. Fishing Planet. Ooh, yeah, no. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we can go ahead and close that. I was kind of hoping that's our guys, discussions, DLC, recordings, friends. I need to plug my controller in. Alright, so let's go ahead and shift out of that. Alright, so there's a beautiful little trophy white carpy. Good deal. Let's stick that in that little spot right there and see what's in that little hole. So basically, now that we're not at Emerald Lake or anything else, we're gonna save some money. We're gonna go to I'd have to look on the map to find it again. You know what? Let's take you and let's put you over here in that hole and see what we get. Yeah, we just spread it out. We'll just keep throwing our rods in different little holes between the lily pads and see what kind of fish we drum up. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting on the fish to make up their mind and all that stuff, we're going to get a sip of coffee. Keep this day going. That's some good stuff right there. Oh, I'll tilt my head back just a little bit. Kind of take some of the stress off of it. Alright. Here, fishies, come fishies. Alright, so we have 5 players. Like I said, you can only have 5 players in a chat room on the lake at the same time. And then here's our friends list right here. We ain't seen Remy in a minute. Let's send them a message. All right, we're going to get that out of there. See what's happening on this cell phone. Reel my slack in just a little bit because you don't want slack in that bobber. I broke a few hooks like that. I'm texting on the phone. Wow, fishing. All right, what we got happening over here? Fish on the line? Shit, my green one's running away on me. I think. Nope, it was not running away. I got excited. I saw the tip bent and I thought it was running away on me. Now, if that thing runs away, it'll dingo. Oh, come on, fishy. Bring it. Bring it, fishy. Y'all want me to zoom in? I can zoom in. We'll probably stream for about 3 hours today. We've already been streaming for 2 hours and 47 minutes. Of course, the 47 minutes will probably dicked around with OBS. Which I'm going to YouTube the shit out of that and see if I can't fix that. 'Cause there's got to be a way I can fix that. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to it or why. Well, take it, fishy. I might have too big of a hook on it. It might be one of those little brims. And if it's one of those little brims, they'll sit there and they'll ding it until they eat all the bait off of it. And they do that shit in real life too. They're like America's version of a piranha. Brim eat everything. So I came over here. That way, none of them fine folks over there will come jump like right in front of me to fish. Like they did the last few times. Because they see I'm over there catching all the fishies. So I figured we'd come back here and try this out because I've never been back here fishing. I've been around here once just looking around, but I've never been back here fishing until now. So we're going to see what we get. We're going to get what we get and see what we get. Mm-hmm. That's what we're going to do, guys. That's exactly what we're going to do. If I'm to be honest, guys, I kind of like watching the stream on my little tablet in the chat. That's kind of cool. Yep, that's real cool. I think I'm gonna keep that little setup. Might not even worry about it. I'm still gonna figure out OBS, but yeah, I'm gonna absolutely keep this going on. I'm pushing buttons on my tablet to see what's what. Oh, I can project. Oh, I can project that. What can I project that to? Selected device. Learn more. I can actually link my tablet to my TV. That is interesting. We're not going to do that though, because then you'll see me live streaming and I'll be trying to get it off there. But that I did not know that was a thing, guys. I did not know that was a thing. Quality. Higher picture quality. Let's go with higher picture quality. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, this lake looks absolutely gorgeous on my tablet. It looks absolutely gorgeous on my monitor, too. Well, sit there, take it. Ding it, take it. Do whatever. Go with it. We're patiently waiting. We're waiting on you. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take this green one right here. Look at that bobber real quick because it looked like I was doing some janky shit. Alright, so there's no fish over there. Well, actually we ran it there right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this. Okay, we're going to take the frog off of it. Get out of here, Kermit. Okay, then we're going to take it, we're going to sit it right. What are we doing? We're going to sit it right here. All right, we're going to reel it in about, yep, about right there. All right. The reason we done that is so I could move my pole. We're going to get over here where we can swap this out now. And then it'll go ahead and tighten it up. Alright, so they're just playing around with that bobber. So let's reel that bobber in. And we're going to set that bobber out a little bit further that way. Kermit, are you on this one too? No. Alright, so we're going to send that bobber right there. Close enough. Close enough. And then we're going to get on our cell phone and text like everybody else does in society. There we go. Yeah, we're fishing and texting, guys. You see it happening right here. I figured since nobody's in the stream, nobody would mind. I hear you dinging. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Do do do. Oh, Blue. Blue. Got it. Come on, Blue. You got this. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize we was right there. What you bring in? Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. Nice. All right, so we're going to send Blue right there. Okay, now, trick I learned, don't click and lock your reel. Okay, until you set it down in the stand right there. You set it down in the stand, then it'll lock, and then it'll reel in the slack automatically. That's the trick that I learned. Yep, that is a trick that I learned. So, but yep, we're back here. We're gonna catch those fishies. Yep, we're gonna catch those fishies. So blue should go off again. I think I've got a yellow one of those guys in my home bag. Yeah, I think I got one of those guys. Told y'all blue was gonna go off. Oh yeah, this is a nice little fella right here. He's a fighter. Well, come on in here. We'll go ahead and keep you two. All right, now let's take blue, and we can damn near throw blue on. Well, I know we can throw him on the other side of the dock. So can we with the other? We're gonna stick him right there. Perfect. All right, and then we're gonna stick him back down in the rod holder. We're gonna pull this guy up, reel in our slack because we don't want slack. Shit, blue's at it again. I was trying to text my friend on the phone because he's showing me a car that he's thinking about buying. Oh, this is a good one right here. That's a 10-pound test line. Y'all saw it, red line that 10-pound test line. So this is a good one right here. What are you going to be? I'd say about $150 fish. No. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and put you back right there. All right. Keep an eye on our bobber. Dude, now I'm texting my brothers. All right. Anything happening over here on the fishing front? Nope. Nothing. That bobber, shit, that bobber's just. We're gonna reel that bobber in and cast him over here somewhere. That's what we're gonna do. I bet I got Kermit on this. Yep, Kermit's on it. You never know, and that's why we wasn't getting no bites. Is because Kermit was on the damn thing. Send it. Blue's on top of it, ain't he? Oh, That's an, ooh, yeah. That's a fighter. It's a fighter, guys. All right, come on in here, little feller. What are you? What are you? Yeah, we'll take you. We'll take you. She's a beauty, isn't she? Y'all saw that fish jump right there too, didn't you? When the game tints dark like that, it's a cloud going over the lake, blocking out the sun. Just so y'all know. Yep, that's what it is. See, cloud, and it might dim down again. So that's what that was all about right there. Yeah, it don't tell you that the frog's on that thing. When a frog gets on it, it doesn't tell you, hey, you got a frog on your thingy. Oh, another big stretch, guys. Another big stretch right there. How blue, you got this today. Look at you go. That's a baby one right there. You watch this one going to be a 1.999 size fish. I would instantly make the top of the leaderboard because I think the largest one ever caught in this lake was a 1.982. Little low pickerel. That's what he is. Okay, guys. So we're going to go ahead and end the stream here because I want to do some other things and all that stuff. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed the fishing. And we'll catch you in the next one.